The medication that he's on is $50,000 every 6 weeks for the rest of his life.
Within a span of about a month and a half, I went from being able to kind of lead a normal life to being completely disabled and not being able to do really anything or take care of myself in really any way. My name is Joshua Garcia, live in San Antonio, Texas, and I do software engineering. I've always been good with computers, so it was always just a fun hobby. Always a very active person, so I like being outside as well.
Joshua loved sports. His passion was baseball. I sat on a lot of bleachers watching a lot of baseball games.
My mom's one of my best friends. We've always been really close. I feel I can talk to her about anything, and she's always been there for me and would do anything for me. She's just a very caring person.
My name is Paula Shenfeld. I represent Five Rings Financial, and I help people protect their financial future. We offer life insurance with living benefits, which is life insurance you can use while you're alive for a terminal illness, a critical illness, or a chronic illness. Over the years, I've given Joshua several policies. I do that for him because I believe in living benefits. Joshua had come for the summer a few years ago, and he was having a hard time getting up off the couch. And I said, "Honey, is your back hurting that bad?" And he said, "No, Mom, it's my HS."
So HS, or hidradenitis suppurativa, is a chronic inflammatory skin condition that's caused by what they think is called leaky gut. And so if you have an imbalance in your gut bacteria, it can cause inflammation. HS usually is in places where skin rubs together, and so people get them in their armpits, their groin, on their butt. So walking, sitting, all those things are not fun. I have them on my face, so some people get them there. I've also had them on the inside of my legs when I was playing baseball. It's hot, sweaty, that kind of thing. But I didn't actually get it diagnosed until about 3 years ago. Within a span of about a month or a month and a half, I went from being able to kind of lead a normal life to being completely disabled and not being able to do really anything or take care of myself in really any way.
He could barely walk or barely get up out of a chair. It hurt to sit, it hurt to lay down. He had lost 80 pounds. We got an appointment with the Mayo Clinic. We got an appointment with an HS specialist. The medication that he's on is $50,000 every 6 weeks for the rest of his life, as long as it continues to work.
About 3.5 months, my mom stayed down there and took care of me. We bonded a lot because we were together, but it was a very strange time. I knew the policies, and they had 2 of the 6 daily things of living that you couldn't do. So bathing yourself, feeding yourself, transporting yourself, going to the bathroom without assistance, those types of things. When she told me that these policies had that rider on there, we looked and we felt really strongly that we might have a claim on this.
We filed a claim, and he was able to collect almost $30,000. He used the money to pay off bills and student loans, which he could have used to pay someone to come in and take care of him. But because of what I do, I can work remotely as well, and I was able to go and take care of him.
My mom has been in the insurance and life insurance field for a long time, and so she's always talked about you need to get them when you're healthy, and you need to get them early, because after you get sick, it's too late to get these policies, and you can't do anything about it.
About 5 days after his first Remicade infusion, and he called me and he said, "Mom, I was able to roll over in bed for the first time in 3 months."
Yeah, so I'm coming up on a bunch of 2-year anniversaries of things. I look back, and it was a really rough part of my life. But the amount of things I've done the last 2 years since I've been better have been incredible. I've made a ton of new friends. I've traveled a lot. I've gone to baseball games.
I'm so glad that part is behind us, and I hope and pray that it never happens again. It's something that he will deal with for the rest of his life, but with the proper medication and the diet, he's leading a healthy life of a happy 36-year-old.
One of the reasons that I wanted to do this and share my story is if I can help one person not go what I went through, not only about my condition and my disease, but also about living benefits. If someone else can benefit from that, that's going to be a huge win for me.
I think that everybody that can qualify for living benefits should have them. The younger you are, the better. As we grow older, things can happen, but Joshua's living proof that things can happen when you're young as well.
Looking back, I'm just so grateful that she was able to be there and, and help me through that part of my life.